I say all praises to Yahweh, Shemmy Awashai, Shemra Kapodash, Dublin and State Pastors and Elders of Greatman Stone. Shalom to all our brothers and out here at Push Stone. In all sincerity, in all honesty, we are basically James Jamaica camp. You see, I'm out here one more Friday. You see, basically I'm prophesying on the downfall. You see me have this wicked society. You see me? And the gathering of the elect. You see me? By the nation of Israel. You see it, and right now, you see, we can't clear to say I'm our people, two-thirds of our people. You see me? They're not going to basically take it to the studio. You see, because I was predestined, a two-thirds of our people, you see, they're not going to take it. You see me on this side. You see, but they're going to born back in the kingdom of the right mind. You see me? Because, you see, the two-thirds mind is all about the way of life, yo. You see me? All about the so-called white man way of life. You see, so they will continue this way until the time of destruction. You see, but the elect go basically in the studio, we basically teach. You see me, throughout the four corners of the earth and cancel them ways. You see me, and turn back to your how about me or shine. You see me, in there you say I'm 6 or 9, brother.
Scripture?
Isaiah 6 verse 9, right? And he said, go and tell the people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
But understand not. That's the reason why two-thirds of people can't receive this truth, yo. You see, because Heavenly Father send the angels will basically block their mind so they don't receive this truth. You see, because it's all about the elect on this side. You see, it says people say, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, and understand not. Understand not this truth, yo. You see, go on.
But understand not, and see indeed, but perceive not.
And see indeed, but perceive not. You see, go on.
Make the heart of these people fat.
But say make the mind of these people or people fat.
Yeah.
You see me, go on?
Think about wealth.
And think about wealth. You see me, think about prosperity. You see me, think that some better hope come to Jamaica.
Yeah.
You see it? Go on.
And shut their eyes. No. And make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears.
But say, let's say what? See with their eyes and hear with their ears. You see me? Because they're not going to hear this truth. You see, but the elect are going to basically hear you. You see, keep on saying my sheep hear my voice and follow me. You see me? So the elect are going to basically take you to this truth. You see it? Go on.
And understand with thine heart and convert and be healed.
And convert and be healed. So the Lord know what? Heal two-thirds of people. You see me? Because the word of Yahweh is healing you. You see me? So what says you sanctify them through thy truth. You see me? Thy word is truth.
That's the reason why Yahweh is the greatest physician. That's why I'm saying he need to be whole.
Need of a physician.
Need of a physician, yeah? Can you get scripture to finish? This is Hebrews 3 verses 7 to 11. It says, wherefore as the Holy Spirit said, today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts as in the provocation, in the day of temptation in the wilderness.
You see? Yeah, because I'm in the wilderness, you see me? For the time we left out of ancient Egypt, you see me? Our people basically been rebellious. You see me? And turn them back. You see me? To Yahweh Shemay Shai. You see me? Even until this day.
It says, when your fathers have tempted me, proved me and saw my works 40 years, wherefore I was grieved with that generation and said, they do always err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest.
You see, it's a lot. Swear in my wrath. Two-thirds of people on this side, you see, because I see a generation in the wilderness and I see a generation back here today. You see me? In Acts 20 and 5 say, the Lord Yahweh visiting on the iniquity on the third and fourth generation.
Exodus.
Look. You see? So the same generation back here today. You see me? And on this side, two-thirds of people are put to death. You see, because Lord now the two-thirds of people. Lord did the elect, the first fruit. You see?
Exactly.
The elect of Yahweh Shemay Shai. You see?
Verse 12 it says, but take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living God.
See me, so we the men in this truth, that push this truth across the world, is supposed to take heed. You see me? Unless an evil heart, you see me, I will start to lose faith and fall out of this truth. You see, because Paul say, you see me, you know, let's him preach to others, you see me, and him himself
be a cast away.
You see me, so we put ourselves in this truth supposed to take heed, yo. You see, because of mercy the Heavenly Father upon us. This is the reason why we have this truth, you see me, this time, yo. Mercy the Heavenly Father showing us. You see me, and any day you can get taken away. That's why you reason why you have to fear your how about and shine. You see it?
Definitely.
Continue. You say verse
Quote it back.
Isaiah 6 verse 11. Go on. Then said I, Lord, how long?
How long? You see me, go on.
And he answered, until the city be wasted without inhabitants.
Until what the cities be wasted without an inhabitant.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 15.
God. You see, so you got martial law already clear. You see me? So all people are continue to basically believe in this way of life, in a prosperity, it's a prosperity that come. You see me? I have a better Jamaica or a better future until the time of destruction. That's what the scripture said. You see me? Till what the cities do what? Wasted. Yeah. Without an inhabitant.
You were saying after every storm there's a calm.
God.
So there has to be a storm now, then the calm will come. Continue.
And the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And the Lord had removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land.
Exactly. See, but until that forsaking, there's going to be a remnant to the Lord that will be delivered. And that remnant is the elect, as the brother mentioned, of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. See? That are the ones that the Lord had opened their eyes to see spiritually and physically. You know?
2 Ezra 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy.
So what the scriptures are supposed to do. You see me? Speak down in the ears of Lord's people. And who's the Lord's people? The Israelites. You see me? The so-called Negroes today, Latinos, you see me? And Native American Indian, we're supposed to speak to what? The words of prophecy. You see me? We're written in the Bible. You see me? Go on.
Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper.
Cause them to be written in paper in the Bible. You see? Go on.
For they are faithful and true.
For they are faithful and true. You see, the word of the Heavenly Father is faithful and true.
Exactly.
You see, it's all about prophecy. You see me? It tells us the testimony of Yahushua is what? The spirit of prophecy.
Who is out there prophesying?
God.
Yeah, what set of people is actually prophesying from the scriptures?
God.
Now you have these politicians out here in Port Antonio basically prophesy of false dreams.
God.
Seeing them not come out here and they don't make mention of the words of Yahweh Yahushua like we see the brothers out here doing all over the world. Seeing they are the prophets of Baal. Seeing and we know what happened with Elijah and the prophets of Baal. When they're supposed to call fire from heaven. And how them cut themselves and it never happened and Elijah mocked them. Saying, yes my brother, saying Elijah mocked them and when Elijah called on fire from heaven, you know, the chariots was there. Because the angels are the servants of the Lord. Make certain that fire came down. See, and it's the same thing is gonna happen now.
God.
Continue scripture. See, I speak though in the ears of my people what? The words of prophecy. Yeah, what we're speaking now is prophecy, man. And you can only find these prophecies where? In the Bible, man.
Revelation 19 verse 10. I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not.
See thou do it not.
See thou do it not. I am not thy fellow servant. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony
of Yahushua.
Testimony of Yahushua, what?
Worship God, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. You see me? That's the reason why we are the highways and the byways to prophesy. You see me? Every weekend we out here, it's out here in Jamaica. You see me? From the main camp, You see me? Friday and Saturday. You see me? Prophesy. You see me? The road they all was and shine. You see it?
You have finished? Me have a quick scripture to back you up on that. Isaiah 8 verse 20 says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
See, scripture said what? To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to the word that they will follow, it's because there is no light in them. You see me? So when they speak about prosperity and come to Jamaica, it's because there is no light in our leaders, what people look up to. You see, because there is no prosperity coming to Jamaica. Destruction is what coming to Jamaica, not prosperity. You see, every year they come with an election and trick people. You see me? So that year I pass and trick them. You see me? So that term I come and trick them and I stand up trick people because people like to basically your life and
exactly.
not truth. You see?
Quick scripture.
Yeah,
Proverbs 6 verse 23 says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
Reproof of instruction are the way of life. You see me? How people hate instruction. You see, how people hate instruction. People say, a wise man basically will increase in learning. Attend to basically wise counsel. You see it?
See, because we're speaking basically, we're speaking of wise counsels. Then people here just mention that no prosperity now come to Jamaica, and them not understand it because them have this eye openness in their leaders. But if them they actually understand any form of history, geopolitics, and economy work, they will understand for a fact that this cannot continue this way. This is a debt-based system. Look what happened to Rome. Money failed in Egypt. The scripture tells you that money failed in Egypt. Yeah? So how can this society continue in a debt? It's impossible. Highly impossible. And then guess what? The government don't have the resources to pay off the debt. So they are saying, guess what? It's just continuation of debt on top of debt on top of debt. So it have to crumble. One. So what's the child? Oh, real brother, see?
You see it, and they basically continue, bro. Sell the resources basically
yeah.
Take off. They have to sustain the debt. You see?
Which I put them in a more debt.
Put them in a more debt.
I kicking the can down the road. Because when you sell our resources, we're supposed to bring the country a GDP. That simply means say, the only thing you're going to have left as resources is human resources, man. People to become slaves for the state to pay off the debt of the government or the debt of the people. See? Because if we privatize everything, that means say, at the end of the day, we're going to all become slaves, hardcore slaves again. See? Go ahead.
Genesis 47 verse 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt.
Because what the scripture says, when money failed in the land of Egypt, you see me in the ancient. You see me how people say there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, but these people are going to say modern time. Yeah, but they must say modern time. Like they're more modern than the Most High.
Yeah.
Seeing the Lord is the ancients of days, man. The Heavenly Father is the ancients of days. The Lord was outside of days. The Lord created days. And He knows the number of all days. Yeah? Go ahead.
And when money failed in the land of Egypt, and in the land of Canaan.
And in the land of Canaan, you see me, are we in a basically modern day Egypt
and modern day Canaan as well.
Modern day Canaan. You see, because it's telling a revelation Lebanon 8. You see me, city with us people is America, is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. You see? So it's our back then, night time of Egypt. You see me, in the ancient Egypt, boy.
And in the land of Canaan, for the God which they bought, and Joseph,
Anna.
And he said, give us bread, for why should we die in this present, for the money failed.
You see, so money failed back then in ancient Egypt. So you have the Egyptians, you see me, coming to Joseph, basically give them bread. You see, because the money now have no use.
Yeah, them sell out them cattle.
Yeah.
And ultimately, actually, have to give up them very land. Because if you know the history, you know that Pharaoh Pharaoh didn't own all Egypt. First thing first, you have the Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. And when this happened, saying when when Pharaoh received his dream, and Joseph, the servant of Yahweh, interpreted this dream, saying them plant plenty for sufficient enough of corn for 7 years. You understand? And plants for 7 years and store. That means for the 7 years of famine, they would have food. So that was the reason why Egypt or Mitzrayim became a great empire, and Pharaoh having the control over all, the entire Egypt. Yeah? And to some sense, money is the way how these elites of the empire over the entire, of the rule over the entire earth. Because them control every country's wealth, every country money. Understand? Go ahead.
And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of their earth, and for the horses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year.
So Joseph, the Pharaoh become a rich man.
Yeah.
You see me? And what the modern day Pharaoh, the banking elites. You see me? Now them basically, as the brother going a little while, you see me? Now them basically want countries. You see me? Because them are the one, you see me, have all the earth resources in their possession. You see, because they are the kings of the earth, where the scripture speak of.
And them want corporate. As a matter of fact, these countries become a corporation. Yeah, it's big business. Big business. See, you have to understand the devil, saying the so-called white man who he is, and what energy, left hand energy, him come under. Seeing these men that care about the people of this world, seeing all them care about is their power and their rule over people. That's all them believe in.
God.
I have scripture if I would have a scripture. When I have scripture, I'm if we go on. Habakkuk 2 verse 4 says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's what the scripture said. He said, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Talking about the so-called white man. You see me, God?
It says, but the just shall live by his faith.
But the just shall live by faith. You see, because faith is a very important thing in this time that we're living in.
Exactly.
You see, the scripture said, the just shall live by his faith. You see, God?
Yea, also because he transgressed by wine.
Because he transgressed by wine, by democracy. You see me? The so-called white man way of life. You see me? When they basically push, you see me, from all the countries across the world. You see it, God?
He is a proud man.
He's a proud man.
Neither keep it at home.
Neither keep it at home. You see, that's the reason why America have much of different military base. You see me, spread thin across the world. You see, because they don't keep at home. You see me? It's the reason why them in Venezuela now have to take out Venezuela president, Nicolas Maduro, from out the power. You see, because that's the so-called white man for you. That's how them roll. You see me, not everybody business. You see me? God?
It says, neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
That's death, because the so-called white man represents death. You see? See, the sword, the blessing our forefather Isaac give to Esau, Edom, which are the so-called white people today. You see me, in Genesis 27 and 40, I believe. You see me, it's a sword. You see me, the sword represents destruction. You see me, so that's what the so-called white man represents destruction. You see me? So they cannot be satisfied. You see, you have the banking elite, as we said earlier, and have all the riches in the world. You see me, and guess what?
They want to microchip us now.
Yeah? They already own us to basically our bird paper. See me, certain other contracts and certain papers. You see, but now they want to put chip in us.
Exactly.
You see me? That's how the so-called white man roll. People say he cannot be satisfied.
Exactly. So, but gather it unto him all nations.
Gather unto him all nations.
And heap it unto him all people.
Heap it unto him all people. That's the reason why I have all different people from all different walks of life. You see me, come to America, you see me, so them can basically live a better life because America known as one, the land of opportunity. You see me, golden city.